seed treatments. Do we need to use seed treatments when we're planting soybeans early? And then the second question is, if we are going to use seed treatment, which ones should we use? Answer to the first question is yes, you need to use seed treatments. And for years, in my early agronomy days, we didn't do anything with seed treatments. We planted the beans in the middle of May to the end of May, let them come up and do their thing. And we got yields around 40, 50 bushels for years. It was only when we started planting earlier, and especially when conditions were right, but we'd plant in April and use seed treatments, that we started to get yields to the 60, 70, and 80 bushel range. And we're going to talk in future videos about how do we get soybeans to 100 bushels. Matter of fact, when we do our learning groups this summer, for those of you who sign up, that will be a key topic. How do we get field average 100 bushel beans? But today's video is on seed treatment. So yes, we use them. Secondly, what should I use? There are a number of seed treatments. You can go very basic and get seed treatments that will provide some fungal protection against Pythium and Phytophthora root rot. But I like, for the seed treatment that I like multiple modes of action. Just like we use multiple modes of action to control weeds, like water hemp, I like multiple modes of action to help us with all those fungal diseases that can limit yield. So I like Vibrance Trio. 3 parts to that, 3 different modes of action, covers Pythium, Phytophthora, and Rhizoctonia root rot, which is that hidden disease. It's the brick red discoloration from the soil line on the main part of that taproot. Takes a lot of your lateral branches out, a lot of your root hairs out, and you get basically a taproot that's scarred and doesn't have the assembly line to bring in the moisture and the nutrients, as we've indicated before, a live plant factory in that assembly line, which is the root system. So if you want to do yourself a favor this year, use Vibrance Trio. And I say that because it is the one with the most complete modes of action. Now, another question that come up, what about for SDS, sudden death syndrome? There are really 2 options, Illevo and Saltro. And either one works well. What I'd like you to consider is, wouldn't it be great if we could have a diagnostic test to determine if we needed that particular seed treatment? There is a company that's come through the Innovation Center, and that's why I'm at Landus, is because of the Innovation Center and all these companies that are coming through that will do a soil sample in the fall and determine the level of Fusarium that you have, whether it's the one that causes Pythium, Rhizoctonia, Phytophthora, and in this case, sudden death syndrome. If you have an infestation level that's pretty widespread, it's a pretty good diagnostic test to say, hey, in this field, I need that seed treatment. But what if you don't have the Fusarium and you've been spending the dollars? I mean, some of those treatments were pretty high over the years. I remember when Illevo came out, it was coming out, $18 an acre. It made a huge difference if you lost 20 to 30 when SDS, 20 to 30 bushels when SDS was bad. But when it wasn't a challenge, you could maybe take those resources and those dollars and spend them somewhere else. So that's my final statement on seed treatments. We will spend a lot of time there. There's a lot of data on the value of seed treatments with soybeans. But, to repeat, yes, you need to use seed treatments as we're planting beans earlier. There are better ones like Vibrance Trio. And with Saltro and Illevo, yes, I would use it if I've had SDS in the past. In the future, we're going to be able to run diagnostic tests in your soil to determine if you need that. Just another feature that's coming through the Landus GROW Solutions Innovation Center. This is Dan Bjorklund signing off for now, and hopefully the next time you see me, we will actually be in the field planting.